Let's see how exchange rates are quoted in the finance world. You see, a part of a table in the Wall Street Journal from Monday, June 16th, 2008. So it's a little bit old. We have different countries' currencies, and different countries are also grouped by the world region. Americas, which have Argentina, Canada, Mexico, and so on. We have Asia Pacific, which includes Australia, Hong Kong, India, Japan. We have Europe, which has the Czech Republic, the Euro area, Russia, Turkey, and so on. And we also have the Middle East and Africa, which has Egypt, Israel, and other countries. So this table has 3 columns. Don't worry about the third column, which has changes in bold. Let's focus on the first and the second columns. The first column in this table is labeled as in US dollars. So what do you think this means? This is also called the US dollar equivalent. And it's the exchange rate quoted in terms of how many dollars it is per one unit of foreign currency, also known as direct quote or American quote. Let's look at an example. The first line, Argentina peso 0.3290. What does it mean? It means it takes 32.9 US cents to exchange into 1 Argentinian peso, right? So it's how many dollars, US dollars, it is per 1 Argentinian peso. Now the second column in this table, it's the other way that the same exchange rate can be expressed. It's labeled as per US dollar, which means for every number in this column we always have $1, right? And the numbers in this column are the amounts of other countries' currencies. So this has again a few different names. Currency per US dollar, which is the exchange rate quoted in terms of the amount of foreign currency per 1 US dollar. It's also known as the indirect quote or the European quote. Again, the term European quote has nothing to do with Europe. Kind of confusing, right? What does the number for the Argentinian peso mean? The number is 3.0395. It means $1 equals 3.0395 Argentinian pesos. So the 2 columns for each country shows, the 2 different ways that the exchange rate between the US dollar and that country's currency can be expressed. Okay, now that we know how to read exchange rate quotes, let's see if you can figure out the solutions to the next couple of problems. Let's say you have $10,000. Let's say you go to Japan, right, to travel. Based on the exchange rates in the same exact table, how many Japanese yen can you buy with $10,000? Okay, so from this table, we are looking up the row for the Japanese yen. 2 columns. Column 1, labeled as in US dollars, says 0.009241. Column 2, labeled as per US dollar, says 108.21. Okay, so to figure out the so we can use either exchange rate, either one, either from the first column in this table or from the second column, as long as you use it correctly. Let's say we are using 108.21 from the second column. Again, what does this number mean? It's yen per $1. 108.21 Japanese yen per 1 US dollar. How can we then figure out, using this exchange rate from the second column, how many Japanese yen 10,000 US dollars can buy us? We multiply $10,000 by how many yen each dollar can buy us. So 10,000 multiplied by 108.21 gives us 1,082,100 Japanese yen. So yeah, in Japan, everybody is millionaires. How would you instead solve this problem using the exchange rate from the first column, which is 0.009241? So this is labeled as in US dollars, right? So how many dollars gives you 1 yen? And the way you would use this number is, because you have $10,000 and you know how many dollars gives you 1 yen, you would need to divide $10,000 by 0.009241 from the first column. And the answer you would get will be identical to the first solution, the answer to the first solution, 1,082,100 Japanese yen. So you would either multiply by the number from the second column or divide by the number from the first column. Example number 2. Let's say you're visiting Mumbai in India and you want to buy a souvenir that costs 1,000 Indian rupees. How much does it cost in US dollars? So let's say you're trying kind of to do the math in your head. Okay, is it expensive or not? You're probably going to try to convert it into dollars, right? So how much is it in terms of the US dollars? Well, let's look at this table again and find Indian rupee. That's again 2 numbers. From column 1, it says 0.02332. Column 2, the number is 42.882. How do we use either one of these 2 numbers? Well, let's say we want to use the number from the second column, just like we did in the previous example. That's 42.882. This is how many rupees it is per 1 US dollar. So 42, almost 43 rupees gives you $1. Okay, how do you find the implied price in US dollars? Do we take 1,000 rupees and multiply by 42.82 like we did in the previous problem? Actually, no. Now we want to go back from the foreign currency amount to the US dollars, and everything becomes sort of reversed. Now we want to divide rupees by rupees so that rupees cancel out as the unit of measurement, and we are left with dollars. So we take 1,000 rupees and divide it by 42.82 rupees per dollar, which gives us the answer in dollars, $23.32. So you might decide, oh, okay, that's pretty expensive. No, I'm not going to buy this gift. Again, the same second question. How would you instead use the other expression of this exchange rate between the rupee and the dollar from the first column? The first column shows 0.02332. What does it mean? It's labeled as in US dollars. So this is how many dollars give you 1 rupee. If you want to use instead this number to calculate the price for the souvenir in dollars, you would need to multiply. So you take rupees, multiply by dollars per rupee, and then rupees basically kind of cancel out because you're multiplying by the number that has rupees on the bottom because it's per rupee, per 1 rupee. Rupees cancel out, and the unit of measurement that's left is the dollar. and you would get the same answer, $23.32. There are a whole bunch of different websites where you can kind of see, how many rupees are equivalent to how many, let's say, euros, or how many dollars. So kind of you converting any amount of pretty much any country's currency into the currency of any other country that you like. So for example, this website, www.x-rates.com/calculator. So it allows you to convert currencies. It's the currency calculator page.